Lost at Sea, The Mary Celeste Mystery, Chapter 1, Departure from New York. November 7th, 1872, Mary Celeste. The morning fog clung to New York Harbor like a shroud, softening the bustle of sailors, merchants, and the cries of dockhands. The Mary Celeste sat at the pier, her timbers creaking gently under the weight of barrels of industrial alcohol. Ropes coiled neatly along the deck, sails furled, a vessel primed for routine passage, but the Atlantic held secrets that even the most seasoned captain could not foresee. Captain Benjamin Briggs moved among the crew with quiet authority, inspecting lines, adjusting sails, and confirming the readiness of his small team. His wife Sarah stood near the rail, Sophia in her arms, watching the harbor disappear behind them. The child's wide eyes mirrored a mixture of wonder and unease. Steady hands and careful eyes, Briggs murmured, more to himself than anyone else. Sea tolerates nothing less. The crew obeyed instinctively, maintaining order with practiced efficiency. Pumps were checked, hatches secured, and barrels inspected for leaks. Below decks, the faint temps of alcohol clung to the beams, a constant reminder of potential danger. As the Mary Celeste slipped into the open waters of the Atlantic, the city's silhouette faded into fog. The crew felt a subtle unease, an instinctive acknowledgement that even a routine voyage could demand every ounce of skill, courage, and vigilance. Chapter 2. Minor disturbances, November 12th to 20th, 1872. Mary Celeste. For the first week, the Atlantic was calm. Gentle waves lapped against the hull and the wind maintained a steady, predictable rhythm. Yet beneath the veneer of ordinary work, tension crept into the ship like mist along the waterline. Small leaks had allowed seawater to collect in shallow pools along the hold, and the scent of alcohol grew stronger, clinging to wood and skin alike. Sailors coughed quietly, wiping damp sweat from brows. Even the most stoic of men admitted to occasional shivers, as if the invisible fumes carried a warning. Captain Briggs remained calm but vigilant. His meticulous log recorded wind, currents, and minor adjustments. But he could not ignore the subtle signs of unease among the crew. Fear, he said one evening, is far more dangerous than the sea itself. Below decks, Sarah and Sophia observed the subtle shifts in mood. We must trust him, Sarah whispered to her daughter, though her own hands trembled. The child clung to her mother, sensing without understanding the silent tension that had taken root aboard the Mary Celeste. Chapter 3. The Last Entry. November 25th, 1872. Mary Celeste. By November 25th, the smell of alcohol was nearly suffocating. Barrels shifted slightly, producing faint hissing sounds as vapors mingled with the humid air. Sailors murmured among themselves, some unable to sleep, others glancing nervously at the hold. Captain Briggs wrote in the log with calm precision. Weather fair, wind east-northeast, crew in good health, cargo intact, pumps operating normally. No unusual occurrences. He paused, pen hovering over the page, noting the faint temps of fumes that lingered in the cabin. He glanced at Sarah, rocking Sophia to sleep. He understood that the invisible danger pressing against the crew demanded a decision: stay aboard and risk the unknown, or act to protect the lives of those he held dear. Chapter 4. The Men Murmur. November 26th to 30th, 1872. Mary Celeste. Whispers traveled through corridors, half-heard and full of dread. Sailors spoke of dreams in which barrels exploded, of hissing sounds that seemed amplified in the night. Even Gilling, known for stoic silence, admitted the fumes made sleep elusive. Captain Briggs moved quietly among the crew, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder, offering measured words of calm. Stay diligent, he said. Panic accomplishes nothing. Sarah clutched Sophia close, whispering prayers that felt as fragile as the wooden beams beneath their feet. The tension was palpable, a living thing that slithered through the ship, pressing against the mind and heart alike. Chapter 5. The Reckoning. December 1st to 2nd, 1872. Mary Celeste. The barrels shifted again. Faint hiss, the mingling of fumes, a warning of what might occur should a spark ignite. The smell of alcohol clung to skin and clothing. Briggs ordered pairs of men to inspect the hold continually, minimizing exposure and ensuring every movement was deliberate. Each groan of timber, each creak of rope, was measured against the invisible threat that pressed upon them. Sarah watched her husband move with calm authority, knowing the decision he faced could define life or death for all aboard. Chapter 6. Decision at Dawn. December 3rd, 1872, Mary Celeste, the Atlantic was calm, deceptively so. Captain Briggs made the fateful choice. The lifeboat was lowered. Crew and family boarded carefully. Every movement was deliberate, every footfall weighed, every glance toward the Mary Celeste a reminder of the unknown hazard left behind. As the boat pulled away, the Mary Celeste floated silently, perfectly intact. Her hold secure, barrels in place, and rigging taut, the ship itself became a monument to the invisible threat that had driven her people to abandon her. Chapter 7. Departure of the day Gratia. November 27, 1872. Day Gratia, half a day's journey west. The day Gratia departed New York under crisp skies. Captain David Morehouse oversaw preparations with calm authority. Routine tasks, steady discipline, and the hum of anticipation filled the brig. Though nothing had yet happened, the Atlantic waited patiently as it always did, indifferent to human planning. Chapter 8. First signs of something unusual. November 28th to 30th, 1872. Atlantic Ocean. A dark shape emerged on the horizon. Henry Barry, first mate, called out, voice taut with disbelief. Captain, vessel off starboard adrift. No sign of life. Morehouse raised his spyglass. Sails full, rigging taut, yet decks empty. The men of the day Gratia whispered, half awe, half fear. Superstitions arose, ghost ships, abandoned vessels, unseen danger, but all eyes remained fixed on the mystery ahead. Chapter 9. Approach to the Mary Celeste, December 1st to 2nd, 1872. Atlantic Ocean, the Mary Celeste grew larger with every stroke of the oars. Her deck gleamed wet, ropes coiled neatly, barrels aligned with precise care. Not a sound, no smoke, no sign of life. Keep alert, Morehouse warned. Observe everything. They boarded cautiously. Every footfall echoed across the deck. Cabins were locked, instruments intact, the captain's log present. The hold showed barrels in order, personal effects untouched. The crew of the day Gratia could not fathom the eerie perfection of abandonment. Chapter 10. Discovery and boarding. December 4th to 5th, 1872. Atlantic Ocean. Hours passed as the crew examined every inch. The smell of alcohol clung faintly but insistently. Nothing was missing. Nothing was disturbed. No human being could be found. Morehouse recorded carefully. Vessel observed drifting, crew absent, ship seaworthy, cargo intact. Investigation conducted with caution. No immediate danger observed. The Atlantic, vast and indifferent, held its secret tightly. Chapter 11. Arrival in Gibraltar, December 1872. Port of Gibraltar, the Mary Celeste arrived in port under intense scrutiny. Crowds pressed close. Merchants, sailors, and journalists whispered, speculating. Piracy, mutiny, accident, supernatural forces. Every inspection confirmed the strange truth. The ship was sound, the cargo intact, the crew missing. Chapter 12. Salvage proceedings, January 1873. Gibraltar Court. The commissioners, after deliberation, awarded the day Gratia crew salvage rights. Yet the central question remained unsolved. Why had the Mary Celeste's crew vanished? Chapter 13. Aftermath and Mystery. 1873 and beyond, the Mary Celeste became legend. Historians debated theories. Journalists spread stories far and wide. Captain Briggs returned home, shadowed forever by his decision. Later voyages of the Mary Celeste faded into obscurity, but the 1872 voyage remained unsolved. A tale of human fear, the unknown, and the eternal mystery of the sea. Her decks remained empty in memory, her hold silent, her secret intact, reminder that the ocean often gives nothing but questions, and the human mind wrestles with them long after the tide recedes.